Hello, I am Tanya with the Comeback Seat, and I have Joleen in the seat today. Hello, Joleen.
Hi.
She's super excited to be here. She is Bill. I'm not sure if the listeners, remember, but I did there he is. Hi, Bill.
Hi there.
They seem like they're a comedy little couple here, but I did a podcast back probably in January when we first started the Comeback Seat, and we had Bill on and talking about his life, and now I'm excited to have his wife Joleen here because he talked quite a bit about her in the segment, so we can now put a face to the name. Joleen, I have some questions for you, and you can tell me it's none of your business or whatever, but tell us about Joleen and how you met Bill.
Well, I'm Joleen. I wear a lot of hats. I'm a mom. I'm a nurse. I'm a photographer. A wife. I don't know. I guess that's pretty much me. And then I don't know. I met him at his brother's wedding.
Okay.
And that was
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so you meet a man, and we'll just throw it out there. He is in a wheelchair, and Joleen meets this man who's got this huge personality. What did you think of him when you first saw him?
You want the real answer?
Yes, we do. We want raw, real stories here.
Well, he was drunk, so
Oh, okay.
there's that.
Yeah.
But no, he was, nice, polite, whatever. From what I remember, I was working the wedding, so as a photographer, actually. So I wasn't really going into that job looking for a partner. So
Sure.
I don't really remember a lot about any interaction other than here, pose like this, sit there. So that's pretty much all I remember.
Yeah. And then did he ask you out or give you his phone number at the wedding? Or where was your first date? Or when did you know that you were going to see this guy again?
Well, he had a girlfriend at the wedding, so.
Oh my gosh, Bill.
But so we had mutual friends, and it was over a year later that I was going to meet up with one of my friends, and he was with that friend, and we just like, yeah, I know you.
Yeah. You just kind of connected from there, like, did sparks fly instantly, or how long was it until he did ask you out, or he broke up with his girlfriend and then said, "Hey, Joleen, I would like to take you out"?
Well, he was broken up with his then girlfriend before that year later when we hung out with a friend. But I don't know. I think it was just started talking and then hanging out. I don't think it was hey, why don't you be my girlfriend type of thing. It just kind of happened.
Yeah. And then you already have two girls at the time when you met Bill, and you decided to have him over at your apartment, and you were upstairs. Did you think about how you were going to get him upstairs or any of that and come into play before you invited him over, or you were just like, come on over and we'll figure it out? Or
he says it's all his idea. He's gonna, take the, I don't know about blame, but he's gonna take the credit for that idea. He called after a golf tournament thing, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm just at home. You can come over if you want, haha. And then, yeah, I'll find someone. I'm like, okay.
yeah. And was that the first time you met the girls, your two daughters? And what did they think of Bill? Had they been around a guy in a wheelchair before?
They had not, but he watched the movie Frozen. So they're girls. That's all it took.
They were sold. It doesn't
Yep.
matter. Were they curious about the wheelchair or why he was in a wheelchair or anything? Or they were just like, you're cool. You're watching Frozen.
Well,
She
this is my
I know,
interview.
but she actually left me.
I'm not there yet. You go, leave. Well, so my oldest one was probably 4, maybe 5 at the time, so real young. And my youngest wasn't even 2. So
So
for
they were
sure,
little.
yeah, she definitely didn't have any idea what was going on. And then my oldest daughter, I don't know, she thought it was fun, I guess. She got to ride on a wheelchair.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that age is so fun where they just don't care and life
Right.
is just amazing. And
Yep.
so did you you began to fall in love with him? Was there any reservations of I don't know if I could do this life? I was there anything like that where you had second guesses on falling in love with this man and having a future with Bill?
No, I like I said, I was a nurse. I am a nurse, so I'm constantly around disability and everything, and it doesn't bother me. And I actually, when I graduated high school, I worked with a quadriplegic woman, and so I kind of had that limited background anyway. And just like some people think that a person in a wheelchair is different. Well, they just get around different. So it wasn't really, it wasn't really a thought.
That's awesome. And that's what listeners need to know, that they're not extra added baggage. It's still the same thing. They're just on wheels, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I have my personal trainer. He's in a wheelchair and he just got remarried, and he has had probably more girlfriends than I have had boyfriends in my entire life. But and then did anyone else, like your family or anyone, have any negative thoughts about it, or everything was on board? You're gonna be in a relationship. You're gonna possibly get married.
So my parents were probably the hardest ones because they're old school, and the fact that I was divorced was tough for them anyway.
Yeah.
And then bringing a new person into not only my life, but my kids' lives, and then my family, like my extended family. It was hardest for them, but now it's almost like that. It never was like that. They really brought him into the family.
Yeah. Now it's a totally different scenario.
Yeah.
So how did you guys overcome that with your family? Just time? They just
Yeah.
had time to to
Time.
figure it out.
Yeah.
And then he proposes, I'm assuming. You guys get married. Take us back
sort of.
to what?
He sort of proposed.
He did a bill proposal.
Yeah, pretty much. He passed off the buck and had someone else do it.
Oh my gosh, Bill! This is a side we didn't know about you. Is he even in the room anymore?
He's down the hall or something.
Oh, okay.
He heard that though.
So you guys get married, and then tell us about your life after marriage, because I know you had a big surprise that included 3 little bundles. So go ahead, tell us more.
Well, actually, the 3 little came before marriage. Like 2 years. Yeah, we got married after the kids were born.
Okay.
Because we got engaged and then found out we were pregnant, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna hold off. We don't need a wedding at the moment. We've already lived together and stuff, so it's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then you get pregnant, and then you go to the doctors, and they tell you what?
Well, first they said we see an extra heartbeat, and we're like, okay, cool, twins. Then they got another doctor in there, and it was kind of nerve-wracking because I knew what a second doctor meant, and so did all my coworkers, because I was at my job. So everyone, including me, thought there was something wrong. And the doctor then said that there were 3 heartbeats. Pretty sure I swore at her. But it's all blurry.
Yeah.
And so the rest of the day was making doctor's appointments in Rochester and more ultrasounds and different stuff. It was a lot. It was a lot. I mean, we knew we had to tell our family somehow this is happening. So
Yeah. We're having triplets. And so do twins run in your family or his family? How did this come about?
there was a multiple in there. But as far as my family, no, there wasn't.
Wow. So you guys were you shocked?
Yes, that's a good word.
And then how is your life with, I mean, at that point, are you thinking, I'm going to be a nurse, I'm going to have triplets, I already have 2 littles, there's going to be a family of 5, or 6, sorry, wait, yeah, 6, sorry, my math, wait, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
And here you're going to have 7 in your family. Were you stressed at all? I mean, that's a lot.
Well, yeah. Even going from no kids to 1 kid is stressful. So
Sure.
adding more mouths to feed and just all the stress of I have to start all over with a newborn or more newborn and still make time for the other children. I have a job that I need to make sure I have to get to my job. So there's a lot to it, and it was very stressful.
Yeah. And how did you balance it all? Did you just take it on or did you get help? How did you do all of it? Or are you just Joleen and you powered through it?
It was a combination of things. At first, after we had the girls, I wanted to go back to work, and then that just wasn't in the cards. I mean, daycare is too expensive, so I did resign from my job at the time. So I became a stay-at-home mom, which I mean was awesome. I'm glad I got to do that. And then after February, I had Bill at home because closed the call center that he worked at. So he was home also to help, but we found it more help for us to just have us because we knew the routine, we knew how the kids were going to be, we knew what had to happen, when, how.
Sure.
And then if other people helped, it was like, okay, can you please, do it this way and make sure you do because otherwise it's going to hurt us in the end. So, yeah.
So it's just you 2 being the dynamite duo because it just kind of added chaos when other people would try to come in and think they're helping, but they're just kind of getting in the way kind of thing.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And we had the older 2.
Did your mom ever come stay with you and help out or anyone come stay?
Not really stay. I did have my cousin come over and she goes, just go take a nap. So we took a nap. But otherwise it was like helping just with general things. And it was more when they wanted to just be there for a little bit and they could go, not extended periods of time.
Yeah. So you just kind of came into the new normal of a family of 7. And then did you go back to work, Joleen?
Not until almost 2 years ago, actually.
And how old are you now?
The girls are 8.5. So I was at home for I was like 7 years.
Wow. Now, did you guys do did you do, what's it called, online school or at home school, or homeschool? Did you guys do homeschool?
Nope, except for COVID when schools were closed. Nope, we send them to school. Like our older two would go to school, and then the triplets were at home because they weren't old enough for school. And then they did half day preschool and then kindergarten.
So you chose to go back when they were starting preschool then? Is that when you went back? Or
Nope, I went back to work in between. So it would have been in between their first and second, the summer between kindergarten and first grade.
okay. And did you ever I know you said that it's the same, Bill's the same as dating another guy except on wheels. Did you ever have any, was there any, I don't know how to word it, was there any physical, emotional breakdowns when you have triplets and you have a man who's now a girl dad with 5 girls? Did you ever have any physical, like, was it exhausting at times?
Oh yeah. I mean, of course it's exhausting. You have
Yeah.
very little sleep because you're taking care of a newborn around the clock, and you still want to have time for other kids, and you want to have time for your partner. It's exhausting.
Yeah. And then are you full-time with photography or are you part-time?
Just kind of like an on the side thing.
Yeah. Well, you seem amazing. I think you're awesome and you're a super mom, that's for sure. Do you want to tell the listeners anything about being a mom, just being mom in general with triplets? What advice you have for anyone out there listening?
It gets better. I mean, it gets better. I don't want to say easier because it just changes, but it gets better.
Yeah. I see your little videos and they're so cute of them being pulled around in the wheelchair, or they're having a great time. They're always laughing. They're smiling. And it just seems like you're I'm sure you're a happy unit. What is the next steps for you and Bill? Are you going to have any more kids?
I am unable to have any more children.
Okay.
Like medically, I can't. I had a hysterectomy. Would I want more kids? Yeah, we did want another one. We tried. It didn't work. And so we're fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was done at 1 child. I couldn't imagine having 5 and wanting 1 more. Like you said, it's hard with 1, let alone 5. I think that's great. And what are your goals next? What do you guys plan on doing?
Well, I want to own chickens and a giant garden and move into the country. So that's kind of what we're hoping to look forward to next. Next big step anyway.
Would you stay in Minnesota or you want to get out of Minnesota?
Well, I'm not fond of the very cold weather.
Yeah.
But I like the state. It's a beautiful state. I just don't, the cold is too much for me.
Sure. And you guys, it looks like you guys are very active. You go to rodeos, you go to concerts, tell us what a trip is like, loading up a whole family of 7 going on a trip. Do you guys go on trips places?
Yeah, we have. So do you remember the movie Home Alone where they forgot Kevin because everyone's going in the van? That's
Yes.
kind of what it's like. You just hope you don't forget Kevin. That's all I can explain. That's the best way I can explain it.
I love that. It's a perfect description because you guys seem very comical, funny, and probably a loud family that's just happy and ready to go. And I look forward to meeting your girls someday. I hope I meet them. And I want to say thank you for being on the comeback seat. Do you have anything else you want to share?
I don't think so.
Okay. Bill, do you have anything you want to add in there?
She was honest with most of the stuff.
I was honest with everything.
Bill, you definitely in Bill's podcast, it was more, he was more romantic.
That's not,
That is me.
that is a lie, because that is not how he is.
And I'm glad you're real truthful about his friend asking you in marriage and his friend doing this and how he was drunk. And that's hilarious. You just added humor to our podcast.
Actually, I don't know. Have you ever heard of the singer named Johnny Lee?
Johnny Lee,
Yeah.
is he country?
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Urban Cowboy?
Oh, is that with the guy from Melrose Place, Luke Perry?
No, that would be 8 Seconds, but
Oh.
well, but
John
John
Travolta.
Travolta is in the movie Urban Cowboy.
I'm sure, is it an older movie?
Yeah, from the 80s.
I'm sure I've seen it, but it's been a while.
But the singer Johnny Lee, we were at a bar and he was performing, and that's who asked her to marry me when he was on stage.
Oh, that's kind of romantic, Joleen.
Yeah, see?
Well, like I said, that was another time he was drunk.
I was.
Yes, you were. To be fair, Johnny Lee was drunk too.
That's hilarious. Did you get that on film? Did you video that?
Nope, he probably gave his phone to the most drunk lady in the bar. So, nope, there's no footage.
And it's probably backwards of her face the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
It probably was.
That's hilarious. Oh, tell us about the time when you ran over, what's his name?
Tim McGraw.
Tim
McGraw's cowboy boot. How exciting was that?
I thought I was gonna die. The only thing I could think of was his boots cost more than my life. That's legit. That's all it was. And he just like wiped the dust off like it was nothing.
What a great memory, though. I mean, that would be awesome to run over thousands of dollars of what these cowboy boots are made of, and to say, "Yeah, I did that." I mean, even though you were scared, but
yeah. Tim, if you see this, sorry.
I think that's a cute story. Well, I want to say thank you, and you guys have a great weekend, and thank you for being on here. I have to read this disclaimer real quick, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
The information shared on this podcast is for educational and inspirational purposes only. It is not medical, psychological, or professional advice. Always consult with a qualified professional before making changes to your health, mindset, or lifestyle. You are responsible for your own decisions, actions, and results. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always do what's best for you. Okay. Joleen, thank you. And I'm going to sign off here, but don't leave.
Okay.